Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. I know it's been a bit, probably about a week since you've seen me, but I've got a lot of things that have happened over the last week. So even though you've not seen me, I have been very, very, very busy behind the scenes. What I did want to do, and forgive if my shadiness is off because I am trying to be outside, but I wanted to do a quick garden tour. One of the other channels that I watch is Little Hill Homestead, and Allie, I don't think she's too far from me. We're in the upstate of South Carolina. We are in the city, so we do have a very small garden. She had put out a request for garden videos from smaller homesteads and smaller gardens, and I think this one I wanted to do for you guys and for her too. I'm going to tag her in the video, and if you've not had a chance to check her channel out, please do. She has really opened my eyes to a lot of different things. I love my bigger channels and my bigger homesteads, but I love hers too because she's a little more relatable, a little more real for me, and things that I can do because she is in the same coastal area as I am. We're on the same side of the world, same side of the United States. So I'm going to flip this around so it'll be a whole lot easier for you to see, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to start right here at our front steps. And the only reason that I'm showing this is because these flowers were gifted to us by two different friends. And they need full sun, so we did put them right here by the steps. Now these, I believe Mom calls them colliers or something like that, have gotten so out of hand that I have had to move some of these. But these that my mom's best friend give us have really just sprouted out. And then we have those. I know that we are over my lilies. They did not bloom this year, but I did not expect them to. But what we are going to have to do is we're going to take all of these and we are going to make a bed. We have spoken to our landlord. We do rent our home. She has given us carte blanche. So all of this over here by our trash can, this whole thing down through here is going to become an actual bed. As you see, we do have some lilies and things, but all of this has just grown up and grow out of hand that we're going to cultivate all of this probably in the fall or in the spring to put in a bed. That actually here within about an hour is going to hit full sun all day. So I'm going to put, I've got some tiger lily seeds. I've got all kind of other flowers I'm going to put there. And there's also my daylilies, not my daylilies, my Johnny Quills, because that's where we put them. So I want something to go in between there to come up in the spring and the fall once those die down, because you know we only get to enjoy those for about a month. So then we're going to come into our backyard, our side yard, and this is where our garden is, but we've got so much going on back here, so pardon the mess because we are in the process of doing a lot back here. Now I do want to show you, if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. We do have this plant, and normally by this time of the year it's got these red shoots off of it. As you see, we got none, and it looks like there may be a little disease or something going on right there. If anybody, any tips or tricks on how to do this, I'm going to start looking up things. But if you guys have anything, please let me know, because I want to save it because it was gifted to us and it's really grown a lot. Also have a bunch of these popping up. Don't rightly know what those are. I haven't had the time to look, but I absolutely love them. And look at all of the pollinators. So they are bringing our pollinators over, and we're going to clean up all of this as well. We've started taking out some of the reserve trees that are just popping up because we do want to, we've got plans for this whole section. Now all of these just keep growing and things just keep sprouting. So all that's going to be cut down because we do have a golden raspberry bush that I want to line in there. Now, this is where we're going to come backwards. Normally I start at the other end. This bed right here will be opened up here pretty soon because that tree there is going towards the house. This one. So here in the next month or so, that will be cut down. We're going to get rid of that tree completely. This bed right here started off life having cabbages in it, but that tree ended up having a caterpillar nest. So they all ended up eating my cabbages. So we pulled those out, late planted watermelon and cantaloupe. So that's what we've got pop up here, and those are just a couple of plants that I've got for my pollinators. This ended up not working out as well as I wanted it to, but it's okay. It was a new thing. It was an off-brand thing. So what I'm going to do, because we have used them individually and they've turned out great, so I may do that later. And then that is my my golden raspberry. Some more of those colliers. This bed, most of you saw before, was just a bed that we were cultivating. And what I did once we dumped up our potatoes, as you see, our potato boxes are gone. We reserved we maybe got 8 potatoes out of that. We know what to do different for next year. But I just went ahead, since we dumped all this soil up, and planted my flowers in it. The oregano's doing pretty well. We're going to go in and fix that up later. Got some basil growing. My tomato plants have gone off the rails. Look at that. I know I need to stake it up, and I will later today, probably tonight. But we have a lot of blooms, but no tomatoes yet. So I don't know. I mean, we're sprouting blooms like crazy. Not really sure why we are dying off with no tomatoes. Anybody has any ideas? So let me know. My little tomato plant that could is still just a-going. It is trying its little hardest. So I've been trying to prune it. If you have any other suggestions for me, please let me know. Some more of our flowers. Now, my herbs. Before anybody asks, as you see, we've got our raised beds. I have planters and things like that. This right here is something that we learned years ago when we used to live in a different town. My husband actually built me a raised bed, but it was elevated. It was waist high so that I did not have to bend over because I was so sick at that time. So what we actually used as a container, these right here are cement mixers. You get them in the construction area. That is $17 and some change versus spending what we spent on those. So it has holes in the bottom, and as you can tell, it is raised off the ground. My basil, this is the 3rd time it has decided to put out. My chives, poor little things, haven't done well. Parsley, and then my other plants, flowers. We have one okra plant. So what I have done this year is I just planted a little bit of things because this is our first time dealing with a garden like this. We have okra, and the okra is coming in. We have okra coming in. We have tried our best. That little plant, that's our squash plant. It has not done well, so we tried to cage him up to see if maybe it would help. Zucchini plant, we've got plenty of blooms, just no babies yet. This right here has turned out to be my grower. This is my jalapeno plant. As you see, I did pick my jalapeno, it's inside, but we have more. Our little jalapeno plant has decided to show out. This is it's my yellow pepper plant. This thing, it did not do well. I don't know what happened with it. So I cut it all the way back, and it's blooming again. So we're gonna see how that goes. Some more of my plants. Y'all, I planted these. I thought they were gonna be small. Look at this. I have replanted this thing 3 times. So I think this afternoon it's gonna go over there. This is my marigold. I dead hit it real quick. Alright, bush beans, I'll show you in a moment. This is my other tomato plant, which I'm going to have to stake up even more. Same as the other one. These two tomato plants that I know of that have blooms of them are Cherokee Purple. There again, plenty of growth, just no fruit, no tomatoes. Now, this right here, this is my edamame. Look at this. So we have pods. They have grown excellent. And I fill them every other day. They are getting bigger inside. So hopefully soon they'll be ready to harvest. My brother gave me the beans. Weren't sure if they were runners or bush. Obviously they're bush. Because look, I got green beans everywhere. So I am trying to, even though they're a bush variety, I am still trying to get them in my fencing. Just so that they'll hold up because they are starting to droop. So I have found out that we can plant again, and I'm going to plant some more beans in that other one. More beans, and we're coming out. Now, this right here is my cucumber plant. I have one. Like I said, I did one of everything right now just to see how it would do. But look, y'all, we got cucumbers coming in. See if y'all can see it. Where's he at? Right there. So we got cucumber. We got a few more coming in. So I'm very excited about that. And then this is our zucchini plant. So we've done really well. I've been watching them. But I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I did plant late. And that was strictly because we had to. If you've followed my channel at all, you know that we are on a severe budget. So we have planted as I've been able to. So a lot of this was planted late. So I'm expecting a later harvest. I'm not expecting anything right now. We have pulled some basil, some parsley. I pulled my jalapeno. We've gotten our potatoes. So our potatoes we've already enjoyed, they're gone. And they got maybe this big. So I know what I need to do now for next year and for difference. What I have been studying and reading is now is the time for us to plant for a fall harvest. So what I'm going to do later is take this bed. I'm going to get a couple more things of soil. And I'm going to work in this bed because back there we're going to put up another post and put up some more fencing. And I'm going to do more beans. I'm going to do some things that I know that we can get a later harvest on. So this is what we look like. I have had to pull up some things. Our initial plantings did not work. I planted cauliflower, broccoli, lettuce, 2 different types of lettuce. I didn't have any luck with any of that. But I think part of that is me. And that when I planted and the lack of knowledge that I had, because I'd done this before, so I got this. I didn't have this, but it's okay because this is our learning curve and this is where we're starting. Now, the one thing that I have noticed that helps, especially with soil and mildew and things, even though we're in raised beds, you have to fluff your soil. So what I will do tonight before I water is I will come out here and I will actually do, oh, y'all look. We got an onion popping up. I thought I got them all out. So I will come out here later and fluff all of this up to be able to get that water down to the root of my plant. So that's what I'll do. I will video that for you later. I will set up my tripod and video how I do that. That is something that my brother taught me, because that is something that my dad taught him, something that my grandfather taught him. So this is stuff that I've learned from my brother over the last few days, the last few weeks, that was handed down to him by our parents, our grandparents, uncles, things like that. I did feed them last night because I felt like they needed it, simply because I did plant later. They looked like they needed to be fed. So my mom looked and we fed them. So just to give you of what we're looking at, here is our main vegetable bed, our herb garden, some flowers, my 2 tomato plants, basil and flowers, more flowers. That's a citronella. And then my golden raspberry bush, my one lonely magnolia marigold that has decided to hang out in that pot, and then my other things, and we did plant those in the ground. We're in the process. We have gotten permission from our landlord to pull, dig, remove, add, whatever we want to. So we are in the process of designing and planning and looking at what we need to. Today it is a little bit early, so that's why we have not, you don't see any sun back here right now, and that's another reason for a slower growth too. Our sun does not come over here until about 10 a.m. and now it is 9. So give it another hour or so and this backyard's going to be lit up and hot as you know what. So we are in the upstate of South Carolina. As I've said before, this weekend is going to be extremely hot. So I will get out here earlier than this, normally around 6:30, and then I'll be out here again around 8:30, because it does get so hot that if I try to do anything in the heat of the day, I can potentially kill off anything I touch, and I don't want to do that. So that's the short garden tour for today. So Allie, no, it is not just you. I honestly think it is just the heat that we are having, and I don't know if you guys are having any rain or not, but in the last 2 weeks we've had 3 days, and those were maybe an hour-long shower. We have been fortunate that the things that we have setting out happened to catch the rainwater, so we did use that a little bit, but we are going to look at a system for later for that as well, because like I said, we do live in the city, so I don't know what's in our water. We filter our water to drink inside, so now I'm beginning to wonder if I need to filter my water for my garden. Any suggestions are helpful, because this is not a fly-by-night thing. This is going to be, we have decided, I'm working on our working title now. We are not going to want to be a homestead. We are going to be a city homestead as much as possible that the city regulations will allow. My suggestion for you, for anybody who's watching this or any other channel, please check your city and county ordinances before you do anything, because I would not want you to put money into something like this and then them turn around and tell you it's against their guidelines. So please check everything before you do anything. Like here where I live, I can't have anything planted near my front. Now my flower pots are fine because they can be moved and they're not going to overpower my steps in my front porch. So they can't be right in your front door. Check with your local governments. I know a lot of people are like, well, I would rather ask for forgiveness. Not around here. You check everything out first, because a lot of these ordinances do not give you a warning, and it's a one-time, and if you get that put out, I do not want you to have to, number one, move it. I would not even want to attempt to move this. There's no moving this. In order to move it, I would have to clean it out, pick it up. There's no moving this. So please check your ordinances before you do anything, because I do not want you to be on the flip side of that and have to be moving something once you've, or them tell you you can't have but so much, and you've got double to triple what they'll allow you to have. So just check behind yourselves, cover yourselves, and be safe, because I don't want you to have any more hurdles than you're going to. Me dealing with soil and temperatures is all I need to deal with. I don't want to have to deal with the ordinances too. So just check everything behind you, because like I said, we are in the city, so we do have city ordinances. The one thing that I am looking at is I picked me out 2 green stalks that I'm going to work towards getting. They're not the great big ones. They have some smaller ones now. They're a little more affordable for me. So I'm going to look at those. They brought out some ones that are still the same. They're just smaller, so they're more affordable. So that's what I'm looking at, because I want to be able to use all of my space, and then in the areas where I see that I'm getting sun, I want to be able to move them. So I do want to be able to have that. So for now, that's what we're doing. I just wanted to give you a quick garden update. Here in a bit, I'm going to give you a life update. We've had some very exciting things happen around here. And honestly, with my health issues and then trying to get everything done, my brain's just been an overload. So I do not multitask well, so that's why you've not seen me. But give me a few days and I will get a video up for you. It may be boring to you, but I'm gonna invite you to bring your coffee or your tea or whatever and join me, because we've had a lot go on and we've had a lot happen. And I wanna take you guys with me. I know I've said that before, but we are getting our footing under us now. And there's just so much I want you guys to know. So hang with me, be with me here in the next day or so. You will see that life update, tell you everything we've got going on, how exciting things are getting. And one little quick note, I've got one friend, my dear sweet friend, she was here yesterday. She wanted to see the garden. She's so excited. If it wasn't for her, we would not be able to be here. She is our constant cheerleader. She is our constant motivator. And everybody needs one of those. So guys, for now, I'm going to say, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you take care of yourselves. As I say, take care of your neighbors. Times are hard for everybody, and it's not just all about us. Have a great day, y'all.